know, but the whole thing is, you know, you be trying to.
I fixed it so that we can see you too. How much more of you do you want to see?
You trying to steal my light? You know what I'm saying? Because when the light hits me, and I'm like,
and it freaking dissipates
they're like, oh my God,
deal with their reflection.
They like, look at him, and I'm like, yeah, baby.
No, they're not like, look
you
at
filming
you.
That?
Like,
why you filming this?
They're not like, look at you. They're like, oh, look at you.
Yeah.
Oh, no.
They know I'm the whole ball of wax, baby. Listen, check this out.
Move him from the left.
I'm gonna start the record off like this.
We can't. Yes, welcome to the Jah and Pint show.
My name is Jawel.
I am half pint.
Non-factor.
Whatever.
Yo, go give me some salt.
Whatever. Listen, so Jawel, what is the topic of the day?
Well, you know, Prince was a very iconic figure, you know what I mean? So we did what we did last week, you know, that's like, you know, like part one. So we want to do part two. You know, he kind of falls into this, and you know.
But is it part two dealing with Prince, or is it part two dealing with substances?
No, just part two because it's Prince. That's all. It's two shows about Prince, so it's just like, you know, part two. Prince part one, part two. The conspiracies. Why are there so many conspiracies? You know, conspiracies. So many conspiracies. So many conspiracies.
Get it out.
So many conspiracies.
Get it out.
Conspiracies. About how the man died. You know what I mean? It's like, I don't, you know. Let me start off like this because I know you got a scientific resolution for this.
Mm-hmm.
There's nobody trying to hear.
Intellectuals.
No, ain't nobody trying to really hear all that because you know. So I want to let you run off with that. You want at 6, 7 years old, you want to tell kids there's no Santa Claus. You want to tell them there's no Easter bunny. You don't want to let a kid be a kid. You want to let the kid know you ain't got no money. You can't pay the rent. You don't know what you're going to do. You got the kid involved in all of that, you know. And so there's no Easter bunny, no Santa Claus. It's like, oh my God. But now somebody dies, one of your heroes is dead, and the first thing you talk about is the Illuminati killed them in a blood sacrifice for Satan. What's the difference?
I don't think that's what takes place. But go ahead, I'm gonna let you get it rock.
I'm just saying, what's the difference?
I'm gonna let you rock on.
You don't want your kid to believe in Santa Claus, but you believe in that some secret society killed Prince or Michael Jackson or Pookie up the street. Because why? Well, why Pookie? Well, you know, Pookie was moving too many drugs, man, and you know the government couldn't get their cut.
But I don't think it's as cut and dry as you make it. I think what the issue really is death as a whole and dealing with death. Some people have to go through their own process of really receiving what that means. And when you have somebody that is iconic as, you know, a Prince or a Michael Jackson or even Elvis, because it's not a white or black thing. I think it's just a dealing with death in general. You come up with reasons why to justify that they're not mortal. They actually are mortal, because the immortality idea that they're so iconic, they're not supposed to die. They're not supposed to go anywhere. But the fact that they have gone somewhere, that they have died, means that for them, they can't wrap their heads around it. That's just the same thing like when you look at JFK. There's a whole lot of conspiracies behind his death. You know what I mean? Because he was not supposed to, in the eyes of the public, die. So they can't wrap their heads around the fact, because there probably is something behind it. So when you look at these kind of situations, there may be something behind it. It may not be. Will we ever really know? Probably not. So as long as we don't know, that fuels the conspiracies. And I think the issue really is just dealing with death as a whole. That's the issue. And how we deal. And some people cannot deal with it, so they deal with it with other issues, and they compound those things, so that they don't have to really deal with the immediate idea of this person is dead.
Okay, I'll let you rock with that, and we're not doing that again for the rest of the show. Now,
excuse me.
Now,
squeeze me.
Now, on some levels, it becomes a racial thing. But now, when we get to Prince, you have one, he died from AIDS. All right. 2, why was the autopsy done so quick? What is the family trying to hide? 3, he OD'd from the opiates a week before, and it did catastrophic damage to his body, and he could not recover from it, so he died. The next one is he had influenza due to the AIDS, and his body couldn't fight it. The other one is it was a blood sacrifice. The other one is the Illuminati killed him. Another one is Time Warner killed him to get the catalog back. So now with this, come on now. Maybe I'm just saying, maybe, Pint, maybe the man just made a mistake. Maybe he's human.
And that's what I'm saying. And that's all I just said. That's what I just said. The fact that he died, people may not be able to process it, so they come up with these reasonings to do so. And or it may be a conspiracy.
But usually it's the shortest line between two distances is a straight line. You can't be making turns and curves because you will never arrive at a destination. And I think that
You
you do.
can. It just takes you longer.
Well, I think that you do the man a disservice. You know what I mean? When you talk about certain things and like he had AIDS and how he lived and now there's a child. Now we knew that he had a kid, right? We were told that, right? In confidence. We never went and told anybody that, right? Is that correct to say?
I don't know.
Okay, well, someone had said that that Prince had a child with them. Now, it doesn't have to. We don't have to tell you who that person is. But this morning I'm reading it has been Secret Love Child may be the heir to the whole thing. Now, I only bring this up because there were so many people who said, "Oh, he ate clean. He was a vegan. Ain't no way in the world he was taking no pain meds." You didn't even know the dude had a damn possible kid. So how you know anything else? If I can keep a kid secret from you for 20 years, I can keep a drug habit a secret from you.
At some point, when we say that he will, that we say that those people will live forever, we mean that their body of work.
Look at the Kennedy brothers, Pint. Okay, there has to be a conspiracy there because they ain't gonna come out and say, "Yeah, well, we killed him." I mean, we elected him, and then he went off script. We had to kill him. They're not gonna tell you that. So they will throw out all of these different booms and make a whole bunch of different movies, and maybe in the next 300 years you might find out the way that we are as a community. And a lot of times it's just like in the voting public. All right, I'm Jah well, but I'm 0% of the voting public. So I have to go above board, and if I can't make an informed decision about something, I'm gonna tell you I don't know. It's like, did OJ do it? I don't know, but you didn't prove it. Did Michael Jackson do it? I have no idea, but you did not prove it. I mean, I'm just not gonna say, well, he's a brother, so I'm glad he beat it. Because at the end of the day, if that's the case, he got to answer for that.
And who are we to judge at that point? And like you said, at the end of the day, I think our community deal with conspiracies because we have had that propaganda.
It's crazy. Oh my God.
So when people say certain
Tupac
things,
is on an island in Cuba with Biggie smoking cigars.
We knew all along that drugs were brought into our community and that the crack epidemic was a way to create genocide across the board. We've been saying that. No one listened to us. No one heard us.
Because your voice is not important.
Which is why
when the white people said it,
which is why when the CIA came to the town and said, "Listen, we did this, we did that, yeah, we did it," and what? We said, "Oh, we knew it. We knew it."
Now what you gonna do?
Right. So we just all we could say is like we knew that. So it's nothing that you can, so there's nothing that the government or any conspiracy can be said that we probably would not fall in line and say, "You know what? I wouldn't put it past them." It's not that we're saying that we're not saying that it's true. We're just saying, you know what? I wouldn't put it past them. And then it justifies again our reasoning when it comes to dealing with certain people's death.
If the man is so important to you, I'm begging you to stop it. Let these people do what they're doing. And maybe you reject something or maybe you accept it, but you don't have to get on all social media and spout out what I call, it's like ignorance on steroids. It's like, to the umpteenth power, it's like, how the man lived. And that's why I call a fan a fanatic, because you don't know anything about this man. I mean, you read things.
So let me ask you a question. What would be the difference if someone that was close to him said, "Yeah, this was such and such that did this, and this is why"? Would it make a difference?
I would give credence to it simply because they were so close to him. I would give credence to it, but I wouldn't take it as the gospel.
Right, which is what I'm saying about as far as when you're dealing with those conspiracies and why.
And the family has not said one of these conspiracies.
Not
one.
No, they had not, but they have questioned some of the situations that have been taking place since his death. And all I'm saying is that yes, there are people that are going to make up stories because, again, whatever reason, whatever. But again, the conspiracy theories that come about when it deals with certain aspects and certain people come from some kind of basis. There is some kind of foundation on why we think what we think.
Well, the Illuminati has to stop being the basis for every damn death in the black community in Hollywood.
Well, I'm not saying that I disagree with that. But what I am saying is that at some point, I think what we're really looking for is just for people to admit what it is. It is what it is. If you have this Illuminati and it really does exist, stop acting like it's secret because now everybody's talking about it. There's nothing we can do about it if it does exist because, you know what I'm saying? If that was the case, things would have been done already.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Mike, give me a baddie. I gotta go start a conspiracy.
Well, thank you for coming out. Check us every Tuesday, rapstation.com. Hit us up at Jah and Pint Gmail, Jah and Pint Twitter, Jah and Pint Facebook. Let us know what you think. Give us some things you want to have a dialogue about.
And free my man Fuquan. Yeah, he did it, but free him anyway.
And again,
no justice, no peace.
Educate yourself. Knowledge yourself can never be whack.
And listen, a school book ain't nothing but a book.
It's a slave page.
And if you don't read it, you destined to be a crook. You know what I mean? So get the school book and give it a look, cause chess and checkers.
Make your own decision from that. Read between the lines, because the textbooks don't give you the whole truth.
Chess and checkers, the bishop and the rook, checkmate, escape.
Okay, now you sound like one of them youngins that want to get on the mic.
No.
Yeah, turn off the radio and open the book.
Don't bring your ass outside.
Thank you for coming out. Catch us every Tuesday, rapstation.com. Peace.
And you know why they watch me? You know why they watch me? Because if you try to take the show off the air and don't have me on it, they tear the radio station down. They will tear Rap Station down. Yo, you still recording? Man, turn this off, man. Yo, I don't want to see this on TV.
I want you to go ahead and vent. Go ahead, do your thing. Go ahead, do your thing.
Show's over.
Show's over?
Yeah, I got to get a flight to Hollywood, you know?
Right. But the show ain't over till I say
it's a conspiracy going on.
So now it's over.
I got to find out a few things.